Hello, Greg Keys here again, and today's little exercise is on articulation skills. In other words, how to talk correctly. Now, I unfortunately was born with a speech impediment, and some people when I was going through primary school thought that I was a little bit intellectually challenged because I had a speech impediment, and as a result they treated me somewhat different. It wasn't until I was around about 8-9 years old that a teacher at the primary school I went to, which was Seon Primary School, said, "Oh, I think he needs to go to speech therapy lessons." So I went to a speech therapist in Carlton in Victoria, Australia, and it was an English lady, and she taught me how to actually articulate and pronounce things correctly. She taught me a few little wonderful methods that I've actually carried right through until now, which is 6 decades later or 5 decades later, and I still use the techniques today, and I've taught many thousands of people many of these different articulation exercises. The one I'm going to teach you today is articulatory agility is a desirable ability, manipulating with dexterity the tongue, the palate and the lips. Now go. No, only kidding, only kidding. What we do is we break it down and we take one section at a time. Now this is also a memory technique, so that when you're learning lines or trying to present something, what you do is you take a particular phrase or whatever you're trying to learn and you break down each word at a time. Articulatory, what's articulation? Breaking down of words. Agility, agile. Articulatory agility is a desirable. What's desirable? Something you want. Ability, you've all got abilities. One is to listen and learn from hopefully what I'm sharing with you today. So it's articulatory agility is a desirable ability, manipulating, that's manipulation, with dexterity, that's with great skill and precision, the tongue, the palate, that's the top of the roof of the mouth, and the lips. Okay, now you think, oh, he's an absolute idiot. But where are we going with this? Well, the mouth, believe it or not, has over 200 muscles in it, and the most powerful muscle in the body is not the gluteus maximus, that's the biggest muscle, but the actual tongue. But as I say, it's got 200 muscles in it, the mouth. So what we do is you take something like a teaspoon or a popsicle or icy pole stick, and you actually take the actual teaspoon, and now you say the phrase I've just taught you, which is articulatory agility is a desirable ability, manipulating with dexterity the tongue, the palate and the lips, and then you're going to stop the tongue from working, which then will force all the other muscles in the mouth how to actually work. So it's articulatory agility is a desirable ability, manipulating with dexterity the tongue, the palate and the lips. Now that sounds absolutely crazy, but now say the same phrase again, and all of a sudden if you record yourself you'll notice that it's something like 40 to 50% better, which is articulatory agility is a desirable ability, manipulating with dexterity the tongue, the palate and the lips. In other words, you're finishing off all the words, you're actually pronouncing them correctly, and then what we do is we actually add highs and lows, the modulation in your voice, the tonal quality, and that's what makes it sound and make people want to actually listen to what you're actually trying to transfer as in information. So you can do that by throwing a little accent into it and by adding a little lilt to the voice, which is articulatory agility is a desirable ability, manipulating with dexterity the tongue, the palate and the lips. There you go. That's the articulation exercise for today. And yeah, I'm crazy, but hey, it's a great exercise. Don't do it in front of other people. They'll think you're crazy. Greg Keys, see you next time.